Right now, while you're watching this, your dog is probably sleeping somewhere in your house. But here's what most owners don't realize. The exact position your dog chooses to sleep in is actually revealing deep secrets about their emotional state, their health, and most importantly, how they truly feel about you. In fact, position number 5 is something that veterinarians say you should never ignore because it could be a warning sign that something is seriously wrong. Stay until the end, because I'm also going to reveal the one sleeping position that proves your dog trusts you with their life, and most owners have no idea what it means. Intro, welcome back to Canine Insight, where we decode the secret language of dogs using science and psychology. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because every week we reveal fascinating insights that will completely transform the way you understand your furry best friend. Now, dogs spend approximately 12 to 14 hours a day sleeping. That's more than half their life. And during all that time, they're communicating with us through their body language. We just need to learn how to read it. Today, I've compiled the 7 most common sleeping positions, backed by veterinary research and animal behaviorists, and I'm going to tell you exactly what each one means. Let's start with position number 1. Position 1, the side sleeper position number 1. The side sleeper, this is one of the most common positions you'll see, and it's absolutely beautiful when you understand what it means. When your dog lies on their side with their legs extended, they're exposing their vital organs, their heart, their lungs, their stomach. In the wild, this would be an incredibly vulnerable position. A predator could attack at any moment. So what does this tell us? According to Dr. Stanley Coren, a professor of psychology and a leading expert in canine behavior, when a dog sleeps on their side, it means they feel completely safe in their environment. They trust that nothing bad is going to happen to them. But here's the deeper meaning that most people miss. If your dog sleeps like this in your presence, it means they see you as their protector. They're essentially saying, I trust you to keep me safe while I'm at my most vulnerable. Dogs who sleep on their side also tend to be more easygoing and loyal. They've bonded deeply with their family and feel secure in their pack. Now pay attention to where your dog chooses to side sleep. If it's near you, on your bed, or in the living room where the family gathers, that's your dog saying you are their safe space. But what if your dog never sleeps on their side? Don't worry, that doesn't mean they don't trust you. Some dogs are just naturally more alert. However, if a dog who used to side sleep suddenly stops, that could indicate anxiety or discomfort, and it might be worth a vet visit. Speaking of vulnerability, the next position takes this to a whole new level. Position 2, the Superman position number 2. The Superman, also known as the Sploot. You've probably seen this one. Your dog lies flat on their belly, with all 4 legs stretched out, front legs forward and back legs behind them, looking like they're about to take flight. This position is absolutely adorable, but it's also incredibly revealing about your dog's personality. First, let's talk about the physical aspect. Not all dogs can do this position. It requires flexible hips and joints. Puppies and younger dogs do this more often because their bodies are more limber. If your older dog still sploots regularly, congratulations, they likely have excellent joint health. But what does it mean psychologically? Dogs who sleep in the Superman position are ready for action at any moment. Their paws are positioned to spring up immediately if something exciting happens, like the sound of a treat bag opening or the doorbell ringing. This tells us these dogs are highly energetic, playful and enthusiastic, always ready for adventure, and often younger or young at heart. Dr. Margaret Gruen, a veterinary behaviorist at Duke University, explains that this position is common in dogs with high prey drive or those who don't want to miss out on any action. If your dog is a Superman sleeper, they're telling you, I might be resting, but I'm always ready to play with you. Here's an interesting fact. This position also helps dogs cool down. By pressing their belly against a cool floor, they can regulate their body temperature. So if you notice your dog splooting more in summer, they're being smart about staying cool. Now the next position is one that makes every dog owner's heart melt, but the science behind it might surprise you. Position 3. The Cuddler position number 3. The Cuddler. This is when your dog has to sleep pressed up against you, another pet, or even a pillow or stuffed animal. They seek physical contact while they sleep. And let me tell you, if your dog does this, you have something truly special. This behavior goes back thousands of years. to when dogs lived in packs. Sleeping together wasn't just about warmth, it was about survival and social bonding. The dogs who slept together were saying, "You are my family, I will protect you, and I trust you to protect me." When your dog cuddles up to you at night, they're activating an ancient instinct. They're choosing you as their pack member. But here's what's fascinating from a scientific perspective. When dogs cuddle, both the dog and the human experience a release of oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers to their babies. A study published in the journal Science found that when dogs and their owners gaze at each other, oxytocin levels increase in both species. Physical contact during sleep amplifies this effect. You're literally strengthening your bond while you sleep. Dogs who are cuddlers tend to be extremely affectionate, highly social, sometimes prone to separation anxiety, and deeply bonded to their owners. Now, if your dog is a cuddler but suddenly starts sleeping alone, pay attention. This could indicate they're too warm, they're not feeling well, something in the environment is bothering them. Or in rare cases, they might be upset with you. Yes, dogs can give you the cold shoulder, but here's a question I get asked all the time. Is it okay to let my dog sleep in my bed? The answer, according to most veterinarians and behaviorists, is yes, as long as it doesn't disrupt your sleep and your dog is healthy. In fact, studies show that people who sleep with their dogs often report feeling more secure and less anxious. Alright, now we're getting to position number 4, and this one is going to blow your mind when you understand the psychology behind it. Position 4, the donut position number 4. The donut, or the curled up ball. This is when your dog curls into a tight ball, nose to tail, looking like a furry little donut. It's one of the most ancient sleeping positions, and the reasons behind it are fascinating. In the wild, wolves and wild dogs sleep like this for two main reasons. First, protection. By curling up, they protect their vital organs, their throat, heart, and stomach, from potential predators. Even though your dog lives in a safe home, this instinct is hardwired into their DNA. Second, warmth conservation. This position minimizes the surface area exposed to cold air, helping them retain body heat. You'll notice dogs curl up more often in winter or in air-conditioned rooms. But here's where it gets interesting for dog owners. If your dog always sleeps in the donut position, it might indicate one of several things. On the positive side, they might just be cold, it could simply be their preferred comfortable position. And some breeds, especially smaller dogs, naturally prefer this position. However, if this is a new behavior, it could suggest your dog is feeling anxious or insecure. They might be in a new environment and not fully comfortable yet. Or there could be something in their surroundings making them feel unsafe. Dr. Jennifer Coates, a veterinary advisor, notes that dogs who are nervous or unsure of their environment tend to curl up tightly. It's a self-protective mechanism. Here's a simple test. If your dog curls up tight when sleeping alone, but stretches out when sleeping near you, that's a beautiful sign. It means your presence makes them feel safe enough to be vulnerable. Now I need you to pay very close attention to the next position, because this is the one I mentioned at the beginning. The one that veterinarians say you should never ignore. Position 5. The lion pose position number 5. The lion pose, also called the Sphinx position. This is when your dog sleeps with their head resting on their front paws, body upright or slightly relaxed, similar to how a sphinx or lion statue looks. Now, why did I say this is a position you should never ignore? Because while this position is completely normal for short naps and light rest, if your dog is always sleeping like this and never fully relaxing into deeper positions, it could be a red flag. Let me explain. Dogs in the lion pose are not in deep sleep. They're in a light, alert rest state. Their muscles are still somewhat engaged, ready to spring into action. This is normal during the day when your dog is just taking a quick break. However, if your dog sleeps like this all the time, even at night, it could indicate chronic anxiety or stress, where they never feel safe enough to fully relax, pain or discomfort where lying flat might hurt, so they stay propped up, respiratory issues where some dogs with breathing problems find it easier to breathe in this position, or guarding behavior where they feel they need to constantly protect something. This is especially concerning in dogs who used to sleep in more relaxed positions but have switched to always sleeping in the lion pose. If you notice this pattern, here's what to look for. Are they panting more than usual? Do they seem stiff when they get up? Are there new stressors in the home? Have there been any changes in their eating or drinking habits? If you answer yes to any of these, a vet visit is recommended. Now, I don't want to alarm you. Many dogs simply prefer this position for quick naps, and that's perfectly fine. The key is to notice patterns and changes in behavior. On a more positive note, dogs who occasionally lie in pose are often alert and attentive, good watchdogs, highly intelligent, and very in tune with their environment. Alright, let's move on to position number 6, and this one is going to make you smile. Position 6, the back sleeper. Position number 6, the back sleeper, or as I like to call it, the ultimate trust position. This is when your dog sleeps on their back, belly fully exposed, paws up in the air, often looking absolutely ridiculous and adorable at the same time. And let me tell you something, if your dog sleeps like this, you should feel incredibly honored. Here's why. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a dog's body. It contains all their vital organs with no bone protection like the ribcage provides for the chest. In the wild, no dog would ever sleep like this. It would be a death sentence. So when your domesticated dog flops onto their back and falls asleep with their belly to the sky, they're making the ultimate statement of trust and security. They're saying, I am so safe here. I am so loved here that I can expose my most vulnerable self without any fear. According to animal behaviorists, back sleeping is seen almost exclusively in dogs who have an extremely strong bond with their owners, feel 100% secure in their environment, are confident and independent, and have a laid-back, carefree personality. But there's also a practical reason for this position: temperature regulation. Dogs don't sweat like humans. They regulate temperature through their paw pads and by panting. The belly has less fur than other parts of the body, so exposing it to the air helps them cool down. You'll notice dogs back sleep more often in summer or after exercise. It's their way of saying, ah, that feels good. Here's a fun fact: puppies who grow up in loving, stable homes are more likely to become back sleepers as adults. Early positive experiences create confident, trusting dogs. Now, if your dog has never slept on their back, don't worry. Some dogs, especially those with certain body types or those who were rescued from difficult situations, may never feel comfortable enough to sleep this way. It doesn't mean they don't love you, might just have different comfort preferences or past experiences that make them more cautious. Okay, we've reached the final position, number 7, and I saved this one for last because it reveals something truly profound about the human-canine bond. Position 7, the head elevated. Position number 7, the head elevated sleeper. This is when your dog specifically seeks out something to rest their head on while sleeping: a pillow, the arm of a couch, your leg, or even your face if you let them. This position is fascinating because it shows a level of sophistication in your dog's sleeping preferences that mirrors human behavior. But why do dogs do this? First, comfort. Just like humans find it comfortable to sleep with a pillow, dogs have discovered that elevating their head can be more comfortable, especially for breathing. Second, and this is the beautiful part, when your dog chooses to rest their head on you specifically, it's one of the most intimate displays of affection in the canine world. In a pack, dogs will rest their heads on pack members they trust and feel bonded to. It's a vulnerable position that requires trust, but it's also a way of maintaining physical connection even while sleeping. When your dog rests their head on your lap, your feet, or your chest while sleeping, they're saying, "You are my person. I want to be close to you, even when I'm unconscious. Your presence brings me peace." Studies have shown that dogs who sleep in physical contact with their owners have lower cortisol levels, that's the stress hormone, and higher levels of oxytocin. But here's something many people don't know: the specific place your dog rests their head can have meaning too. On your chest means they're listening to your heartbeat, which is calming. On your feet means they're maintaining contact while giving you space. On your face means maximum intimacy and trust, even if it's a bit inconvenient for you. Dogs who are head-elevated sleepers tend to be highly affectionate, people-oriented, emotionally intelligent, and deeply bonded to their family. If your dog does this, cherish it. It's one of the purest forms of love a dog can show. Conclusion. So there you have it, 9's the 7 sleeping positions of dogs, and what they reveal about your furry friend's emotions, health, and how they feel about you. Let's do a quick recap. Position 1, the side sleeper, means trust and security. Position 2, the Superman, means playful and energetic. Position 3, the Cuddler, means deep pack bonding. Position 4, the Donut, means self-protection and warmth. Position 5, the Lion pose, means alert rest and remember to watch for changes. Position 6, the Back Sleeper, means ultimate trust and confidence. And position 7, the Head Elevated, means intimate connection. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which position does your dog sleep in most often? I read every single comment and I'd love to know. And here's a challenge for you. Tonight, pay attention to how your dog sleeps. You might notice things you've never seen before. Take a photo and share it with us. If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep creating content like this for you. And if you want to understand your dog even better, I have a complete guide on dog behavior and health on our blog. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. We post new content every week that will help you become the best dog parent you can be. Thank you so much for watching. Give your pup an extra treat today, and I'll see you in the next video.